Hello everybody, welcome to Fabspeed, and today I'm going to show you how to put an Eventuri intake on this 2026 G-Wagon. And today we're going to go over a step-by-step guide. Alright, so you really don't need much for this. It's a relatively straightforward job. We have 1/4-inch drive ratchets with a 3mm Allen, T25 Torx, 7mm socket. Couple pairs of pliers for hose clamps and such, some pry tools for plugs, sensors, things like that. We have a container of lube for our O-rings, and then we do have a 7/32 drill bit here for one brief step of drilling we need to do. Pop this engine cover off. Very easy. Pocket screwdriver's pretty handy here. Pull that one off. Get our other diverter valve. Very good. Let's come back to this guy. Pop these out. Maybe this will give us a little more flexibility. Pop this off. Yeah, look at that. Get that out of the way. Got a couple hose clamps here. Get these pliers in there. All right, there's one. Pop that off. Nice and easy because the car's so new. See, these clamps are just so much easier to work with than these spring clamps. Very good. There's that side. Now she should be good to come out. Perfect. That side off. All right. Should be good to lift her out now. All right, so next we're going to swap over our diverter valves and our pressure sensors to the new airbox. Looks like we got a T25 here. And Eventuri does provide new hardware to use, so we will just save these for later. All right. And we can just keep those with the original parts that we won't be using. Pop that out. Take a little bit of lubricant here for the O-ring. It is a pretty new car, but always just a good habit. Lubricate your O-rings before seating them. That's in. And we'll grab our supplied hardware here. All right, we can get these started by hand. Very good. One more. And we will get these snugged up. Looks like we need to swap this little retainer over. All right, let's see if these will get it out. Perfect. Pop that in there. And we got our sensor, which also seems to be a T25. Put that with the rest of the hardware we won't be reusing. Pull that out. Same deal as before, just a little bit of lube on the O-ring for a good seat and seal. Bam. It's a nice pop in. One more 3mm hex bolt. Perfect. and our little palm ratchet. Really don't need to go crazy with tightening these things down. Very good. Pretty sure there's some grommets we need to swap over. You can see a little bit of muscle. And maybe a tool for this one. All right, awesome. Swap this over. A little bit of soapy water would probably help here, but looks like they'll seat on their own. Just a little bit of oomph. All right, there's that. Looking at this, it seems like we have one more retainer clip here, but it doesn't seem to be reused on this, so. All right, that's one airbox that's ready to go in the car. We'll move on to the other one. Realistically, you could use a power tool for this to speed things up, but you know, that's a personal choice. I guess if you're really in a hurry. Pop our diverter out. Same deal with our sensor. And that's out. Go ahead and seat these in the new airbox. Perfect. And then we'll use what's left here. Put that on our sensor. Awesome. Get these 3 mils started. Now this you wouldn't really want to use a power tool for because you are securing on the carbon, so that's a big no-no. You don't want to damage it or spin anything out. Cool. And one more bolt for our sensor. All right, that's nice and secure. Then we will swap some of these fasteners over. Very good. Snap her in. Grab our grommets. There's one. And then there's two. So we will pop her in, and then we will pop this one in. All right, both of those are seated. And I think it's time to move on and get them in the car. We have our inlet boots. Eventuri was kind enough to mark them left and right. So I know for them, it's for when you're looking at the engine. So technically the right side of the car would be the left and the left side would be the right. But you can also just kind of see the shape and mirror that. So we'll get that on there. Good. Put that one on there. Make sure the V is facing up on those. Go ahead and carefully slide this in there. Make sure we have full penetration into our boot. All right, we're in there. And sort of get this stuff out of the way. Get this down to our turbo inlet. Very good. Now sort of just feeling around underneath. I can feel my grommets are lined up with the mounting points, so give that a good, see we're in there. Nice easy pop in, everything lined up perfect. And we'll do the same with our other side now. Nice snap in. Again, both are solid. These clamps are pretty tight, so this part might be a little frustrating. All right, let's ratchet it in place. Sort of shake her on. Some soapy water would probably help here, but looks like we're getting her on just fine. Rotate the hose, make sure our indexing lines are matched up. And we'll do the other side now. Get our indexing line lined up, pop her in. You can see here our indexing lines are lined up. The clamps back in the original position Mercedes left it in. So yeah, we're really on the tail end here. Grab our 7mm, tighten these hose clamps up. No need to go crazy because we're going around carbon here. There's no boost running through them. Very nice. Can go ahead, plug our sensors back in, nice and easy. Then we'll go ahead, put our lines back on. Eventuri included 2 shorter bolts, so we're going to use them for this step of the process. Same deal with all of our other O-rings. Take a little bit of lubricant, just sort of go around the perimeter of that. All right, let's see if we can get these to snap in. There's one side, there's the other side. Pop her back on. Pop that back in. This is a 7/32 drill bit, pretty close to 5mm. Just very carefully, slowly. Let's see how that lines up. Perfect. Yep. 7/32 is the perfect drill bit size. If you don't have metric, it's a relatively close standard conversion. All right, get that nice and snug. Get that nice and snug. Now let's just go over everything and double check our work. So, checking our intake boots, those are fully seated. All our air lines are seated. Sensors are plugged in. Turbo inlet hose clamps are tight. It's reconnected, tight. Yeah. All right, let's get this engine cover on now. Using the factory mounting points. There we go. One more over here. All right, very good. Got our nice Eventuri decorative sticker you can put on if you so choose. So they make it easy for you. There's a seam in the weave of the carbon fiber. You can go ahead and just line the point of your V up with that. Looks like we're good. And we'll just gently drop that into place. Take a step back, put eyes on it. Looks great. Then we'll give it a good firm press. Keep that seated. So the last thing we're going to do is swap over our build plate to our new engine cover. So we're just going to very carefully get underneath it. It's held on with double-sided tape. So we're just going to sort of gradually get something underneath there and just work it back and forth. We're working our way around the perimeter here. You can see it's starting to come up. Almost there. Perfect. So can see it's held on with double-sided tape. What I'm gonna do is actually put some of our own in here to sort of work with what we just peeled off. So I went and stuck on a tiny piece of the 3M VHB double-sided tape. This stuff is super strong, so we can go ahead and put this on our engine cover. And we'll do the same thing as the other logo. Just gently place it. Look at the positioning of it, make sure we're happy. Take a step back. Looks like this can move a smidge over to the right. Take a step back. Looks great. So give that a nice firm press. And our last step is to just shine everything up. Get those fingerprints off. Alrighty, so there you have it. A look into an easy install on a nice upgrade to your G-Wagon. Thanks for choosing Fabspeed, and we'll see you out on the road.